Gari processing is the major business for most women in Damongo. It employs a substantial number of women in the area. Most of these women rely on the Gari business to cater for their families, which means anything that threatens the Gari business is equally a threat to their livelihoods. However, the story 10 years ago is not the same today. Many of the women who have been employed in the Gari industry are now out of business or struggling in the business. This is due to the emergence of fulani herdsmen in the area. The activities of these herdsmen have succeeded in crippling the once viable Gari business in Damongo, leaving many people in the Gari processing value chain redundant. These women tell me that farmers in and around Damongo has lost the interest in farming cassava due to the continuous destruction of cattle. The situation, they say, has drastically brought down the Gari business.
Duana neni ara motion ki papa tama aka ba fare fefenye duwa papa neli amoteki million kudan fe foto amo be shepo na ka wemba nche foto nkora ne meni ka warna kala papa na sa muso ambe shenka duwana barba ko warna barka duwana kama yana da duwa barba ne fintin fa bani moteki asana ba fintin koro kana fara ne kiyamo kana to amadua manya ne franye moteki gola enchensa na fikenwe famana ne fecha fama na nyudu afenche na fo bwake ya nyoba na fecha to na faba ni du abre faba ekeki ya luwe ne bana so lambar fan foto fe ekeki ya luwe ne so lambar fan foto ai como fez bara wo balla an kwal fez an ka fara Gari yare moteki chanfang bena kele 3 million 3 million na kuwa ne ke be bare na kala 1.5 to anaka ba ka ba worlo ne di hare moteki na ambo atomba baba to duwa na luwe ni febe ki moteki 10 million le li ambe ke ki 12 million na nyamanya mo pa fesi bakada do duwa na mfule ne da mo woto galo anana da majije oduwa le liere anana de jije duwa na baba ya fia mo akokoto abikra probura grabina le na bi ko buro sonsuno afita mu awe kokoto mare abaya wurbibina na bayir bomo na baba episika afana adopona ba mo wonto na yira nana yekatie akolta sana etie akolta sana na baba we komo susuru duwa na be shebi no anyire ni anyama na anyu duwa aworka na wona ambisa eno duwa na wura mashi hal ya banso amana ntakataba sasa nda atu motokina na miliya sa amaleli miliyan kudu na ba fa komo fanya miliya sa ba so amu ekle miliyan kudu ankle duwa na kamanyo sese ka fende duwa kama moto soso na baba danso na baba kliga ma se dem sebem.
During my visit to the Gari processing centers to interact with the women, I met this Fulani man who was collecting the peels of cassava to feed his cattle. Apparently, they are the ones constantly accused of sending cattle to destroy farms. I tried to understand from him why it was a normal trend for cattle to destroy farm products, but to no avail. Language barrier didn't make it possible. However, I got a translator who could ask him my questions, but he refused to talk. It is indisputably that cost of buying cassava now is very expensive due to its limited availability. Women now spend 3 times what they used to buy full load of Moto King of cassava to buy same quantity today, a situation that is making the business very difficult to cope with.
So, adanga so mbaka million na mbe to komo la ban furunto mbaka million kudu anka to komo ko besena million asana barkoto ni ya kama kwa 6 million komo no janfan ko gbe na mare 10 million ni abi kudu aro fifi bi gbagba poto bi na I 5 million and I took one million poly. My million, any other million. I'm not you do a second and you do our Garamaki shopper. Then beside up I but I'm not that way. And also I do a book on you and I dog. I'm on any work in India. Here, what I'm from and I'm on a kitchen, I'm 50 in India. Toro break about once and can only be here, Mary. Number can loan a menu do. I mean, teach I could follow man and man water. The bent of Africa fall the family do and for Gari. And come on, Chelo, if you got half an annual do a one, put that focus of what to do and figure away.
So this is exactly what the processes of Gari is. In Damongo here, Gari is the major business for almost all the women in this town. But it appears the business is dwindling and almost crashing down because of the activities of fulani herdsmen. The activities of fulani herdsmen has affected the production of cassava. And so all the farmers here have decided to stay out of cassava production because anytime they farm this cassava, the fulani herdsmen together with their cattle would collapse and chop everything. For those who are still into the production, would have to go very far away from town to put up their farms. And because of that, the cost of cassava is very high for the women here who are processing Gari. Until this matter is addressed, it's going to be a challenging issue and a difficult matter for the women who are into Gari processing business. Jonas Biaurubi reporting.